I'm asked all the time, why would you want to carry a $200 knife when you can go down to the gas station and get one for $10? Or, even better, go on late night TV and buy 100 of them for $100? Let me give you a couple of really good reasons. The first reason is better materials. When you buy a knife, you are buying a blade, something to cut. The steel has to be good. When you buy a knife, you're going to hold it by a handle, so the handle has to be good. And so whether you're talking about a fixed blade or you're talking about a folding knife, you are talking about something that you want those materials to be good. And on fine knives, they're just better. You're going to have aircraft grade aluminum, you're going to have mammoth ivory, you're going to have ivory, you're going to have micartas, you're going to have bone, you're going to have stag, you're going to have something other than some mystery plastic out there. Second thing, you're going to have better workmanship. When you look at a Benchmade knife versus one of those knives that you buy for $10 at the gas station, these knives, they function properly. When you flip that knife open, it opens. When the movement on it is smooth. When you pick up a Bark River knife and you hold it in your hand, it's like it was designed to be in your hand. And you start looking at the small things like, do the handle materials line up with the tang? Are the pins smooth? Does it feel like it belongs in your hand? Those kinds of things. Are the grinds good? Is the edge proper for the kind of work that you want to do with the knife? That's what makes the workmanship on these knives so much better. Third thing. The third thing is that they perform better. I can't tell you how many times I've had a cheap knife fail me. I've never had a Bark River fail me. I've never had a Benchmade fail me. I've never had a Chris Reeve knife fail me. These knives just work. When you need a knife, you need it to work. I want good tools that perform well. I want a knife that cuts every time I pull it out. I want a knife that holds an edge. I want a knife that operates smoothly. These knives do it. Now, those are the empirical reasons why I can tell you that that's why I carry a better knife. But there's something inside me that just likes fine knives. And the reason that I carry a fine knife is the same reason that some people carry a Mont Blanc pen. Or some people drive a BMW. Even though there are cheaper ways to get from here to there, they still drive a BMW. Even though there are cheaper ways to write, they still use a Mont Blanc pen. Even though there are cheaper ways to carry your stuff around than leather, they still carry a saddleback leather bag. The reason is we just like fine things. There's something about when you pick up a Bark River knife that you just feel different. You are different when you hold it. When you hold a Benchmade knife, there's something about it, some indescribable quality that you hold this knife and it's just like, yes. Now I know all these things are purely subjective. The fine knives. Some people, it resonates with some people not. For me, for example, I use a big pen because if I have a Mont Blanc pen, I'll just lose it. And it's not the kind of thing that I value. But I always buy leather. I don't buy canvas stuff. I buy leather stuff because that's something that resonates with me. I can't tell you that you should buy a fine knife. What I can tell you is that there's a huge difference between fine knives and junk knives. And for me, that difference is worth paying for. That's why I carry them.